You said he's finished. Literally or figuratively? Because figuratively, he just broke his own record for completions in the season, did he not? Like, he's still a very good quarterback. And I don't know that there are many, if any quarterbacks. Well, okay, that's fine. And he's not a modern quarterback. He's not a modern quarterback, but, 2 years ain't that long ago when he was good enough to win the Super Bowl. And last year, damn near good enough to beat the eventual Super Bowl champion. What I'm saying is, he just broke his own record for completions. And there are not that many quarterbacks in the league. You could probably count them on one hand with fingers left over who are able to transcend their circumstances. If it was about transcending their circumstances and willing a team, Aaron Rodgers would probably have more than one Super Bowl by now. Josh Allen would already have a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes would have more than one. Even the best ones are still subjected to their circumstances.
Fair.
And the Bucs could not run the ball. They were one-dimensional all season long. The offensive line was a mess. The defense was not what it was supposed to be. And now Tom Brady is a free agent. And all I know is the last time Tom Brady looked finished was the last game of his New England career at at home against Tennessee, and in Foxborough Stadium when his last pass was a pick six. And we know what happened after that. So last night was a good omen for, the Raiders, because that only makes all the sense in the world. It makes too much sense. It should probably make enough dollars to satisfy him, whatever that number is. They're getting rid of Derek Carr before they got to pay him. Josh McDaniels is there. There is no learning curve. You know each other. You got Devontae Adams and Darren Waller and Foster Moreau and Hunter Renfrow and Josh Jacobs if they bring him back, and your boy Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. And need I go on? It's like he's going to be in Las Vegas. And the Super Bowl is where next year? Not this year, but next year. Where is it?
Las Vegas.
Las
Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And the last time they went to a new Super Bowl,
they had a home game. Thank you. It's just all lining up for him. So he ain't finished,
Mike.
okay? But he is done. He ain't finished, but he is done. He is done for this year. I don't think he retires. But one more thing, because we got to spend more time on the Cowboys. I want to give all the credit to the Cowboys here. One more thing.
Mike, it's not what you know. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
So, okay. And there is video proof of Tom Brady.
There's video of him doing this.
Doing some dirty stuff last night. Wherever he goes next year.
Yeah.
He should either have to come out of pocket with a fine. He can fine him right now, or sit out that first game, because that leg whip thing he did, that sweep the leg karate move he did.
Listen.
If he always does that, I haven't seen it like that. And I know once upon a time he stood up at a look at this. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit right there. Bro, that's the type of stuff that'll get you folded. No, dog. No. Hell, no.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be an ambassador for the game, stand on your high horse, and talk about
that was weak.
what the game that was so beneath him. And I think it was beneath him. Once upon a time he set up, and I don't mean to bring up old stuff. Once upon a time he set up and he answered the question about are you a cheater with I don't think I am. I don't believe I am. I believe that was his answer.
That was Deflategate.
Somebody asks you if you're a dirty player, you had better not answer I don't think I am. Because that right there is you are what you do. You are what you and I don't know if he does that kind of stuff all the time, but where they do that at? Where they teach that?
I think.
Is that where Mac Jones? Is that where Mac Jones get it from? Did Mac Jones? I mean, I don't know. Is there a parent?
They teach it. They teach that. They teach that course in Foxborough. That's quarterback training. Like, listen, things break down. Yeah, we want a pound of flesh. Now, if
so
somebody
you talk
can
about
fact check
all that he deserves, he deserves a lot of criticism today for that. But continue.
Yeah. So you can fact check me on this. I believe he did something similar, but worse, to Ed Reed, his nemesis and the guy he respects, Ed Reed. The Ravens and Patriots had a lot of battles, but I think Ed Reed came in high, and Brady might have tried to meet the family jewels with his foot. If I think that's what happened. So
okay.
Yeah, he's done the leg whip thing before. I've seen that. But I want to point out to you where you said, hey, Las Vegas, last time with Tom Brady. All right, so last time in 2019, I knew I knew that he just didn't have a lot around him. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault in 2019. He had, Julian Edelman was out, and Gronk wasn't there, and he had N'Keal Harry, wide receiver. Jacoby Myers was a rookie. They didn't really have a lot to deal with. Offensive line problems. They had Antonio Brown for a game, and then Antonio Brown left. So he was just upset. He didn't have the contract that he wanted. He was distracted. So some parallels, distractions then, distractions now. But I felt like Tom Brady could still play. I was not surprised by what he did in 2020. A lot of people nationally were. I was not. I would be shocked if this version of Brady, 3 years later, if he were able to kind of reprise that would be stunning to me because he's lost a little something. He's lost a little something. I don't think, and look, when you're Tom Brady, okay, whoever your version, okay, Denzel. Let's say Denzel. All right, let's stick with Denzel. If Denzel loses something, there are tons of actors who look around and say, but he's still not down here with us. He's still up there. Even though he's not what he was, he's still up there. So Tom Brady is still going to be a really good quarterback, but I don't think he's the guy you can just insert him into a pretty good situation, and then all of a sudden you got a Super Bowl contender, and in his case, in 2020, a Super Bowl champion. I think those days are over for him. Go home,
Yeah,
Joe.
I don't think so. I don't think his play has dropped off at all. I just think he's a pocket quarterback, and if he ain't got a clean pocket, this is the problem you're going to have. I mean, his play is.
See him last night?
I'll rephrase that. Yeah, it's not the first time he's looked bad. He was made to look bad by, and this is a great segue, by the better team. And again, I spent all year.
He was clutch. I've never seen anybody clutch pearls from the pocket. He was clutching his pearls from the pocket.
I spent all year trying to atone for my sins by writing off the Cowboys prematurely. And then I got caught up with you and your Brady hatred, and then I ended up, like caping up for the Bucs and looking like a fool. When you cracked up laughing, I don't know if you were laughing at Brady or you laughing at me, but I will say this about the Cowboys. They are no joke. They have been the butt of many jokes, as we pointed out. Not today. And you cannot overstate what a weight that was lifted last night off of this franchise. Because I wasn't alone. I wasn't alone thinking that the Cowboys we're gonna cowboy up, so to speak. We're gonna do what they normally do and underachieve. I wasn't alone in that. I wasn't. I'm not making an excuse for being wrong. I'm saying that was a common prediction that Brady and the Bucs at home would, expose the Cowboys. They look fantastic. Shout out to the NFC East for having 3 teams in the Final Four of the NFC.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.